is beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Alright, we're gonna have to cross the street, which means go to another state. But it's only 30-something steps, so we're good. We can handle it. We can handle it. We can handle 30 steps. Look, Santa Claus is there. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Yeah, don't tell nobody he leaves those lights on there all year. Yeah, just like a redneck. What can I say? Born in Alabama, but I'm not in Alabama right this minute. It's so pretty. I don't know if I ever told this story except for typed it out, so let me just tell it out loud. Back when I was a kid, not really a kid, Daddy had a stroke like 19 years before he died. Wasn't supposed to survive it. And right this minute I'm standing on the side of the road because don't want to get hit by the car. That would not be optimal. Anyway, Daddy had brainstem stroke. It's not a candidate to survive it. And he did. Less than 1 out of 10 survived a brainstem stroke. Let's see if I can say it right. By tubal carpal infarction. And then with a brainstem stroke. And what you don't tell you about a brainstem stroke, you can't go across the street because all of a sudden all the traffic in the world wants to come on this street. Of course. Anyway, brainstem stroke progresses and gets worse and worse. And the reason they don't survive, typically, is because underlying conditions. I think we're all familiar with that term now. A little bit too much, probably. And it progresses and goes up the brainstem, which is controls all your involuntaries. Okay, it controls all the involuntaries. And typically when it gets to respiration, they suffocate, for lack of a better word. Which I get told this about 8:30 in the morning while I'm at work, 3 hours away. Yes, of course, I got stopped by the police on the way up. And I had a Hearth Jane fit. Let's just say the cop said, if you just be quiet, I'll let you go. In fact, I'll give you an escort. And he gave me an escort all the rest of the way to Birmingham. And that was kind of cool. God kind of does that for me every now and then. Okay. Alright, folks. I want you to know we have gone to another state just to see all my lights. Anyway. Daddy's stroke stopped at his vision. So he had astigmatism. And he saw basically 6 people. Regardless. And because he saw 6 people regardless, he ended up wearing a patch over one eye. Cut the numbers down to at least 3. And for a while, we had a running joke. Just hit the one in the middle, Daddy. Surely you'll get them. And he'd switched patches from one eye to the other eye, like they said, so they didn't lose. Yeah, he finally said, stop that. And then we forget which eye was the one that we covered up all the time when we got new glasses, so we had to figure that out. He did wear a pirate patch one time. Hey, you made it! Little kids freak out. My dad make a joke out of it. Their parents be mortified. Kid think it's great. Yeah, y'all need to stop freaking out when kids say things honestly, because believe it or not, most adults understand kids and understand kids have no filter. So, anyway, for 18 months, they've made our family scrape together every penny to keep my mother and father's house. And finally, the United States government gave in. If you don't know this about SSI, you are going to file at least twice, and you're going to fight it. And when I say fight it, I mean fight it every day. You cannot quit. You have to keep fighting it every day. And when you fight it every day, eventually they'll wear down, and that's what it feels like. And they'll give you what you deserve, what you paid for while you were working. And so we got it 18 months later. And we didn't have any Christmas. We had a hard candy Christmas. Barely. We had food on the table that year. We had necessities. You know, pair of shoes for this one, pair of shoes for that one. That kind of thing. And so we always decorated for him to see all the colors because he couldn't travel very far with the astigmatism. And so we would stand out and turn on the lights and say, "That's Christmas." So that's Christmas. And those snowflakes, they're his. And I redid them last year with the help of a friend. And you can see they take a prominent place in my life. And that Santa Claus is his. So, well, that's his first one. He gave it to me for the school when I was working at that school. And he gave it to me, not to the school. So it came home with me. So, alright. I hope you enjoyed the trip across the world to another state.